Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am JayLee. This is JLeesCorner. This is my review for Growing Up Hip Hop Atlanta Season 4, Episode 1. Why I feel like I've been tortured for like 18 seasons, not just 4 seasons. Am I tripping? I may be tripping, who knows? Anyway, okay, if you have not done so already, please come on to subscribe to my channel and become a whole JayBird, dun, and all that goodness and stuff and whatnot, okay? Also, remember to like this video, hit the little like button, please and thank you. You can also share it on your social media by hitting the little share button. Thank you very much in advance, and also comment in the comment section or whatever. Remember to also relax and to relate and to release and to center yourself and everyone around you. Also, inhale and exhale, because we have to remember to breathe these days and stuff. You can follow me on IG and Twitter at J_Lees_Corner. The link to all of my social media and all my stuff is in the description box below every single video. Now, it's not that much stuff on TV, so you know what I'm saying? We scraping the bottom of the barrel, so I'll be here for all the growing up hip hop reviews. So we see, Bow Wow is up first. Yeah, Bow Wow is up first. Bow Wow sitting around chit chat. No, I had a great beginning to 2020. Things was great. And then, you know what I'm saying, things was not so great anymore. He was shooting Fast and the Furious. He was on the Millennium Tour with him and Omarion or whatever. So big things were popping for Bow Wow. And then everything got shut down or whatever. We then see Bow Wow at his condo with his friends. I don't know why Bow Wow has so many other grown men hanging around him in his house, drinking up his liquor, eating his food. I'm looking like they ain't got their own house hanging. I just feel like why he ain't there by himself. People, they just be using his money. He gonna go broke. Bow Wow was gonna turn 40 and be like, you know what? He may be needing money now because he's on Growing Up Hip Hop. Who knows? Leave that be. So with him and the friends, things were so kind of crazy. We took a little trip to Miami. You know what I'm saying? That was an expensive trip, whatever. The jet cost this much. We got fined for this amount of money because in the hotel, the dude who ain't never been no damn where did not know how to correctly smoke weed in the place where you're not supposed to smoke weed in. I'm like, that's why you can't be taking anybody with you to fancy places, Bow Wow or whatever. We then see he gets the whole FaceTime from JD daughter, whose name I never can remember. I don't have a picture of her either. But again, I'm like, what's her? Is it Chantel? Sharika? It's something with an S. I don't know what it is or whatnot. And she's like, what you doing? Why your mask ain't on? Your mask is on. You didn't have a mask on in Miami. You was partying here. I'm like, girl, I don't care. Don't care at all or whatever. You should not be partying without no mask on. Blah, blah, blah. I was bored, so I moved on with the discussion. And I'm not discussing nothing dealing with him liking Angela, wanting to date Angela, flirt, none of that shit. Because the daughter of JD brought up, oh yeah, later on I'm going to see Angela. Oh, I get zero fucks. Okay, we're gonna move on from that. So he hangs up from talking to JD daughter or whatever. He then gets a call from Ayana. We know Ayana is DJ Hurricane's daughter, whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Girl, what's wrong with you? I'm sick. I was in Miami or whatever. I came home. I've been sick. I think I have COVID. And so she's waiting on her COVID test results. It's weird to me how people was really traveling and hanging out and partying in Miami during the pandemic, and then they shocked and appalled. I can't believe I'm sick. Well, bitch, what did you think the point of saying stay home, stay safe meant? I'm like, you flew from Atlanta to Miami, then partied in Miami for a few days, and then came your ass back home. people have to, you have to be smart about things, and sometimes people are stupid. Anyway, I can't believe you what? You can, oh my God, really? And I also have asthma. What? Really? I'm like, Bow Wow, have you been tested? Because he was in Miami as well. Him and the 4 fools in his house eating up his food was too. Y'all all up here just spread it around to people or whatnot. Okay, so anyway, we're going to pray for you. We hope you be good. Oh, and now I really know the virus is real because I may have caught it. The virus is real even if you don't have it. I've never had an STD, but they exist. Okay, I would never, you know what? I'm going to have all this unprotected sex because I don't think STD is going to affect me. No. Something that you have not had but you know exists is still real. Protect yourself. Stay your ass at home or just wear a condom. Anyway, but then we see the brat. The brat is on here with her girlfriend, Big Booty Judy, whose name is Jessica DuPont. Is it DuPont or DuPart? It's do something, but you know she go by Big Booty Judy. Anyway, so the brat is all happy and in love with her girlfriend. I believe they're actually engaged, and currently Brat lets a little bit out about her life, but not at all. But I do believe they are engaged. She brings up how I'm so happy to be in love and be innocent with someone who I can be openly myself with, and I'm finally, out the closet because I'm a lesbian now. We always knew she was a lesbian, even if she did not know that she was a lesbian. And it was weird, not weird. It was amazing to see this new side, this softer side of Brat. I mean, she was in the kitchen making some food for the dogs, and even her tone, even her how she was talking to Jessica was a real softer side of Sears or Brat or whatever. I'm like, oh, that's so cute. I like it. And I feel like if you're going to have people on this show, let's see their actual real lives. I like seeing the Brat at her house, cooking breakfast, Jessica at the table, working on shit. They assist. It's real life. Even if it's a scene of we had to see and do whatever, it was more real in my opinion than Bow Wow talking about how much money it costs to go to Miami. I don't care about that. Didn't care at all. Anyway, Jessica brings about she moved to Atlanta about a year ago. She's from New Orleans, and that's what her business is, or whatever. Now we know she's a whole businesswoman. She's the one who has those miracle drops for your editors or whatever, and other things. But she's, a businesswoman about her paper. So they are quarantining, together in their own little bubble. Her, their assistants or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? This is a few people so that they now here just exposing themselves to whoever and whatever. So Brat brings up how Deb has invited her to a lunch somewhere at someone's house, and it's going to be outside because that should be safer. And she's like, I don't want to be around nobody. Even though it's outside, I'm not trying to be around anyone just yet. So I don't think I'm going to go or whatever. Now we do see Justin and Brat discuss Jessica has to go back to New Orleans to check on her business or whatever because her warehouse for her products and all of that stuff is down in New Orleans. And so the Brat then says, well, how about you just move your stuff here? And I'm like, Brat, it's not that easy to move a whole warehouse to a different state. And I like how you're like, that's not easy. Like, I can just easily do that. I got to get the space together. I got to then hire and train all new people when I have a whole working, functional warehouse that's in New Orleans. And I'm like, right. Like, no, people let it be there. And it's just to fly back and forth once a month or twice a month. That's okay. Okay. You probably can drive from Georgia to New Orleans. It may just be a long ride. I don't know. But anyway, it was cute seeing them as a couple talking and chit-chatting and whatnot. Boom, pow, pow. Leave them be. Now, we do see, Waka over there visiting his mama Deb. First of all, girl, old McDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-O is the vibes it's giving me. Not saying she looked bad, but it gives me Ronald McDonald. Okay, it's Ronald McDonald, and he had a farm, and he was E-I-E-I Owen. And then at her house, she do have a whole bunch of animals. A fucking iguana, cats and dogs, lions and tigers and bears. Oh my, this everything. But she brings parrots and birds and shit or whatever. But she brings up how I love animals because animals give you unconditional love. And, I love having animals all around me. I don't want to go to anybody's house who has multiple animals. I don't like animals. I don't like anything that can say and talk to me in regular words for me to know how to not have them attack me and murder me and maim me. I don't like dogs, cats, goldfish, butterflies, nothing, okay? Anyway, as they up there talking and whatnot, Ayana texts Deb like, hey, Auntie Deb called me or whatever. And she then tells, Deb on FaceTime that, I was in Miami and I got to get tested for COVID. I may have COVID. I'm a little bit sick or whatever. And Walker like, what? Come on, get the phone. Get your immune system up. I'm saying get you some tropical fruits and some berries or whatnot. I'm saying don't eat no starch because starch turns into sugar and sugar feeds viruses. And also don't eat no meat. Right? I'm like, Walker was like, bam, bam, bam. Don't do this or whatever. Good job, Walker. Good job. So they're like, we hope you get better. Leave that be. We then see Deb calls Brad because, again, Brad has to the text saying, I'm not going to come to your little luncheon or whatever. I'm going to leave that be too. And so when Deb calls her back, she explains that she wants to start getting more involved in politics because she now is pro that white man, that orange man in the house is the color of rice. Okay, number 45. Yes, she is a Trump supporter. I'm like, bitch, how? And Wack was like, you support Trump, ma? She's like, well, yeah, I fucked with Trump. I was like, how? Like, but why? And Brad was like, you a Trump supporter? So they're both like, Deb was going crazy. Walker says she must be having a whole midlife crisis or whatever. Deb says that, I like him because he has no hidden agenda. You know what I'm saying? He is who he is. I like that I see what I'm getting with him. Okay, and America is not politics. America is a business. And I'm like, bitch, what? And then if you don't like me because I support him, you never liked me from the beginning. And Walker and Brett like, this shit is crazy. Like, they both were just like kind of silent. They're like, what the fuck is she talking about? It's just weird. Deb sounded completely idiotic, saying any of that. I'm like, the fact to say he has no hidden agenda to me is crazy because he does have a hidden agenda, even in his honesty about him being a racist asshole who don't care about no black folk or whatnot, okay, or anyone that in that matter who can't help him or who is poor. Like, I'm like, Deb, what makes you think he gives the girl just dumb? So Brad get off the phone with her, whatever, and Walker like, Tammy is going to be pissed. Okay, she is going to be, you make my life so hard. I cannot believe that you are saying that you support that man or whatever. You know saying, don't you know that, your fans and like the job that you do, like people going to feel some kind of way. Deb says, I don't care because they don't do shit for me no way. I'm like, you're on a show that people who like you must watch in order for you to stay on the show, because if no one likes you and so they stop watching the show, you have no job. Who wants to work with someone who supports that man in the industry that you work in? That Deb is not an accountant on Wall Street. She's not a senator no, you are in an industry that will wholeheartedly be like, I don't want to fuck with her. And if you want to get into politics, go ahead over there. We will continue to not fuck with you. Girl, I'm like, this dumb daddy. I'm gonna leave that lady alone because that's that man mama. But fuck her. Anyway, we do see Ayana daddy, DJ Hurricane, where he at? Boom pow pow. He like, it's been so stressful on the quarantine and we can't do nothing or whatever. So I have made one of the rooms in my house a club light room or whatever, and I DJ in there. So which means he be on IG live DJing, which a lot of DJs did, which made sense because again, we love a good party. Okay, anyway, so he brings up how 3 of his friends have actually passed away from COVID. So, he like, this shit is real. This really, really real or whatever. And I'm like, yes, it really, really is. So then Ayana called him or whatever, like, hey, Dad. He like, hey, daughter, I'm going to come over with you. You can't come visit me. You're like, what's going on? Well, I'm positive for COVID. So she tested positive for COVID. I'm like, girl. Okay, so now she regrets going to Miami because again she caught COVID, and she brings up how I can't believe it, that I tested positive, and because she has asthma, she can easily she can easily develop pneumonia, and so again it's difficult for her or whatever. And he like, I kept telling her over and over again, like, do not go to Miami. Like, there's no reason you should be going to Miami at all. But she did not listen. And she brings why she went because her best friend was turning 30 or turning whatever age and whatnot. And so they were having a party in Miami. I'm like, so any friend who wants you to go hang out during the pandemic isn't your friend. Like, but he brings up, like, I warned her. And now you live, you learn. Well, hopefully she lives because we know she's alive right now, but still. So she brings up how she's not worried because, again, when she got home from Miami, she was all over her girlfriend, Amy. So now Amy has to get tested, too, to see if she has it. Girl, I mean, just stupidity all around. It's like, it don't make no sense how people just are so... You went out of town because you wanted to, and I'm gonna be safe, but to come back and then be all over your girlfriend, how did you not quarantine yourself just to be at least for a week? I'm like, girl, this is stupid. I can't. Bow Wow then meets with his manager. Let me be your manager. Anyway, this is his money man who handles the money in his account. I'm gonna put this man picture up there because he made the most sense talking to Bow Wow on this day. Okay, now he like, Bow, did you buy a car today? And he was like, yeah, we seen a little scene of him buying a car. I don't know why I didn't care. Now, be like, okay, you bought a car, but you have a driver and other cars. Why would you? I already saw, invoices for over $100K for the past 2 months. You then spend the money on that yacht. You then spend money on the jet to Miami. Like, there's a lot of money being spent during a pandemic. You can't be doing that. You gotta be smart. Okay, I get you work really, really hard, before or whatever, and you want to enjoy yourself right now, but you need to know that no one knows what's going to be happening over the next 6 months. You can't be out here just frivolously, is that a real word? I think it is. Spending money, I may have pronounced it wrong, but spending money and not thinking about what if you don't work no more for the next year or so. And I feel like Bow Wow is just kind of dumb, okay? Bow Wow is kind of dumb because why would you be spending hundreds of thousands of dollars over 2 months when you're not actively probably bringing in hundreds of thousands of dollars? I don't know that man's pockets, but the fact that he then said, like, well, I'm good or whatever, or I'll be good because the money will show up because I'll go out and I'll work and I'll go out and I'll make money. No one can go anywhere by out and make money. That's his point. Be smart, black men, be smart. And Bow feel like, no one should tell me what to do with my money. No, they should. That's the point of having a business money manager, to tell you, do not spend $400K in 2 months and you can't work at all for the next year. Okay, he could not have made that much money for starring on Fast and Furious. He maybe made what, 50 grand, maybe 100 before taxes or whatever. You not making money, girl. And he keeps bringing up this fucking album. Even if that album sells well, selling well in the pandemic, like, okay, the album sold 20,000 copies. That's it. You not finna sell no album that's gonna make you millions or even hundreds of thousands, because Bow Wow, you need to get the people who are fans of you. Bow Wow, as the man said, has not had an album. Bow Wow has not had an album in 10 years. Okay, let's make that clear. And you know, the fact that he's depending on this album to like make him some money. Your fans who bought your album 10 years ago when they were teenagers or in their 20s are now grown ass women who ain't out here trying to buy your fucking music, for one. Anyway, so I'm like, where would the money come from, Bow? The women who used to buy your albums are now grown women who want you to spend money on them. They're not trying to buy your albums. They want you to buy some purses and cars and hair weaves or whatever. So miss me with the bullshit or whatever. And then the dude say your album that you sent me is not even a good full album, okay? It's your last album supposedly or whatnot. And you know, it's supposed to be about your love life, but you can't even be real in it because in one part you speak about, you know, a particular relationship. You then skip 5 years of your life, and ain't like you can't do that. Like, it doesn't make any sense. You know, the album needs to be produced better. Which then pisses Bow Wow off. What you mean? What you mean? What you mean? And I show people the album. Like, I let people hear it, and they loved it. I let the girls hear it and they loved it. You know, they loved it. He said, yeah, because you pay for their lifestyle. Of course, your cronies around you, who's always around you, are going to yes, yes, yes. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's a fucking lie. Okay, boom, pow, pow. He said, well, how about if you believe in the album so much and if it's so good, let JD hear it. I don't need that. I don't need, because you know it ain't shit. Now he brings up a lot of emotion because, you know, the way I felt while recording the songs is what make me feel as if it's my best work. But if it's bullshit work, it's bullshit work. Girl, he then storms off. I'm mad. Girl. I'm like, you baby ass. He's a baby ass boy. I'm like, go sit the fuck down somewhere. I can't take baby Bow Wow around here getting upset because the album is probably shit. Bow Wow been talking about his album since season 1 of this fucking show. Okay, so my thing is, if you ain't got no good songs in 4 fucking seasons, give it up, wrap it up, be done. I ain't got to have this bullshit. Anyway, I'm done. Until next time, peace.